Another day has come and gone without a Thor Love and Thunder trailer. So here we are wondering when, if ever, are we going to be getting this trailer? Does it even exist? Does Marvel have a new marketing plan and we aren't going to be getting a trailer? Well, today, although we didn't get the trailer, we have an update and we know that the trailer does exist and that it's finished. And this is coming from somebody working directly with Marvel as a voiceover for Chris Hemsworth. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk all major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and much more. I'm your host Chris. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell, and take a moment to check out my other socials: Instagram at Chris M. Rosser, Twitter at The Culture Chris, and the links to those and others are in the description down below. So, Thor Love and Thunder. Obviously, it's one of the most discussed topics at the moment, and I think that enough is why we haven't gotten a trailer. Multiverse of Madness is just around the corner, Moon Knight is currently happening, and all we can talk about is the trailer for Thor Love and Thunder. So, why haven't we gotten it yet? For exactly that reason. Marvel's trying to figure out how to fit in this new schedule of theirs. Generally, we were getting 3 movies a year, now we're getting 4 movies a year, and 4 plus Disney Plus series. We don't have all the exact dates for those, so we might be getting even more than that. And with their new busy schedule, I think Marvel has run into a marketing issue where it's hard to overlap these trailers. Spider-Man No Way Home had Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness as its post-credit scene trailer. Is this a new precedent? Are we waiting to get the Thor Love and Thunder trailer until after Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness comes out, and will it be the post-credit scene as well? I think this is an interesting strategy, and personally not my favorite. I'm still leaving from the hype of Spider-Man No Way Home, and bam, there's the Doctor Strange trailer, and I have to process that as well as the movie I just watched. So I do think that that is, kind of a lot. However, we have to figure out a way to be excited about the most recent project and still get ready for the newest ones like Thor Love and Thunder or different Disney Plus series that are coming out, which also haven't had any trailers released yet. Which brings me to the big news. Do we even get a Thor Love and Thunder trailer, which was confirmed today, yes, by the Hindi voiceover actor for Thor Love and Thunder, who on Instagram is known as Mr. Gravitas. As I mentioned, he is a voiceover actor for Chris Hemsworth, and this is what he put on his story. Thor Love and Thunder trailer done. Can't wait for you guys to see it. Yippee. Hashtag Thor, hashtag Indian Thor, at Marvel, and at Disney India. So he did at Marvel and Disney India. We don't know for sure, but I wonder if he had permission, now that he had finished his work, to go ahead and share this information with us. We'll learn in a little bit whether or not this was a mistake and he took the liberty, or whether or not he had permission when it gets taken down, and we all inevitably talk about that. However, it hasn't been yet, and here it is. The trailer is finished, which means a few things. 1, the trailer is now done, the most obvious. And 2, which is equally obvious, the trailer exists. But to be fair, we were all starting to ask ourselves, are they going to give us a trailer? What's the new marketing strategy for Marvel now that we're in this crazy world where there's 1,000 Marvel projects coming out in 1 year? Or is the movie actually about to get delayed and they're that far behind? So these are all good signs. Yes, the trailer does exist. The trailer is done, so not really anything holding us back. The movie is probably right on schedule or slightly behind, but on schedule enough that it will make its release date. We've talked about this already on the channel prior. Chris Hemsworth has announced that they are starting the press tour for the film. So my opinion, the trailer is not going to be that far behind. Now, recently and traditionally, Marvel has been releasing trailers Monday mornings. However, nothing about Thor Love and Thunder has been traditional or what they usually do. So we have to wait and see what their new plan and new strategy is. And also, I'm interested to find out if they are trying to make it in this new marketing world with multiple different movies and shows, or if this really was just they're behind and they only just now finished the trailer because they had to do reshoots and the movie's a little behind on editing and they had to wait for all that before they could get the trailer out. Because if there is going to be a new normal, it would be nice to have at least an idea of that. Are movie trailers going to be coming out closer to the release date of the films because of the very short gaps between the release and the last project? Hopefully we'll start getting a little bit of answers for all of that as we get more releases of TV shows, Disney Plus shows, movies, all of that going on throughout this year. So next year we can be a little bit more ready for it. Or perhaps this one was very specifically just they were behind. We'll have to wait to get more answers on that as well though. However, good news for this segment of the video. Trailer exists, The trailer is done, we have confirmation of that, and no, it didn't come out today like we were hoping. We saw a little bit of a secret message in Thor's post, in Chris Hemsworth's post, where they were telling us that today was the day we were getting the trailer with the signals of their finger. That didn't seem to be the case, as the trailer has not come out yet, and it's very unlikely it will throughout the rest of the day, since like I said, traditionally they do drop it a little bit earlier. Now that doesn't mean it can't come out tomorrow or the next day, but generally we wait on Mondays for trailers to come out. We also have some more information coming off of those leaked toys. Now yesterday I did a video on these leaked toys where we were able to get a little bit of a first look at some of the characters. We were introduced to Ravager Thor, regular Thor, and of course Gorr the God Butcher, who many of you guys are very split on whether or not you like how he looks. Obviously the toy itself looks pretty creepy and horrendous. However, on the side we got a picture of him, and some people say they really like the way they made him look, and a lot of you obviously are complaining that he's not comic book accurate enough. You can let me know how you feel about that down below, but today we have the back of one of these toys, Ravager Thor, who I'm actually one of the more interested in because we hadn't heard about a Ravager Thor prior. Now this is going to be Thor when he was hanging out with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and as you can see it was during this time that he lost all of the weight. The back of the box says, Ravager Thor. Thor wields the mighty Stormbreaker against a terrifying new foe. Now, not so much there for us to really get excited about, but the idea of Thor hanging out with the Guardians of the Galaxy while he lost all the weight, while he got his mojo back, while he was trying to figure out maybe where he fit into the world. As we saw at the end of Avengers Endgame, he left New Asgard to go figure out who he was, and he left Valkyrie in charge, King Valkyrie in charge. And we can see that Thor actually looks like he was hanging out with the Guardians of the Galaxy, as he has a leather vest and he's wearing jeans with a big belt buckle. I hope we get to see some scenes of this when the film actually comes out, more than just a big intro, let's drop off Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to leave. I hope we get a fair amount of time seeing what Thor has been up to with the Guardians of the Galaxy, or as a Ravager, since he's Ravager Thor. Running around the galaxy, kind of doing whatever he wants. This is his party phase, I guess, for him. Since he spent the last several thousand years protecting the realms, he's still doing that, but he seems to be doing it in a little bit more of a casual fashion, since everything about the Guardians of the Galaxy screams casual. Maybe during these years, he's going to come in contact with Gorr, and that's when he decides he needs to go back to Asgard and become real Thor once again. Then, of course, we're going to be getting Korg back. We're getting an introduction to Lady Thor, and it seems like from what we've seen in the toys that maybe Chris Pratt's Star-Lord and Groot will be hanging out a little bit more as well. Those details, we're just going to have to wait for a trailer to see if we can piece together who it is we should be expecting to see in the long term, but it wouldn't be a problem for me to see some of the Guardians of the Galaxy helping out Thor in the entire film. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you excited that now we know the trailer exists and that it is complete? And what do you think about these toys and Ravager Thor? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our daily uploads, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one right here on Cosmic Culture.